And Brooke, I love the halo effect with the blending back there.
Yeah.
It looks angelic. I like it. It's very
Oh
nice.
my God, great. We're gonna go with that, David. That's the best compliment I've received all day.
Hey everyone, it's David Stark from Watch Your Pass. Today I'm joined by Brooke Markham and VyVy Nguyen of Shaky Shivers, which is coming to theaters on September 21st, 2023. I'm going to talk to them right now. And while you're watching, if you can like, subscribe to this channel, that would be fantastic. Also, add a lot. Thank you. Thanks so much for joining me today. I've got Brooke Markham and VyVy Nguyen of Shaky Shivers, which is coming to theaters on September 21st, 2023. It is a campy horror comedy that has a really great style, some crazy things that happen, and a nice camaraderie between these two. So I'm excited to talk to you. I'm excited to talk more about this film. So thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you for having us.
Of
Thank
course.
you.
Of course. So first things first. I mean, I guess we should start the Shaky Shivers interview with a Shaky Shiver, or an
Oh, look
approximation of
at
it.
you.
Yeah.
I don't have a
Where
shaky shiver, but now I want one.
Yeah, well, you are the secret behind it. So I was going to ask about that a little bit later. All right.
I'll
Uh,
happily take a sip of my pumpkin spice latte.
Perfect. We're all hydrated. Okay, so before we get into some of the secrets of the film, the first question: how did you both get involved in this movie? How did it come across your desk?
Ooh, Brooke first.
All right, we'll go with Brooke.
Wow, yeah. I came onto this movie like a year before we wound up shooting it because of COVID. Um, my friend Jamie Burke, who at the time was helping with this project, I had worked with her before, and she called me in, and I met Sung, and then the rest was over. And then Shaky Shivers has been a part of my life ever since. So that's how I came on.
So I had my first self-tape in March of 2020, right before everything shut down. And then I had my callback April 2021.
Oh
And I
wow.
remember getting the email from my agents, and I was like, wait, I have a callback for what? What is this? Oh, this movie that I loved from a year ago. So yeah, we Brooke and I then ended up having a Zoom call back together, and it went so smoothly. It was so much fun. I just wanted to book it so bad because I felt like I really wanted to make this movie with her, and it all worked out.
That's awesome. I love it. And Brooke, I was going to comment on you said, and then I met Sung and it was all, it was all over then. I feel like I would do the same, right? He seems so cool that if he just asked me
Yeah.
to do anything, I'd be like, yes, whatever. Like, let's just hang out. Can we go like make a movie? Can I ride in your car? Like whatever you want, I'll do it.
Yeah, Sung is very, very cool. And one thing that I appreciate about Sung always is he has like such a beautifully like calm demeanor about him in all situations, which is something I'm trying to be better at. So I just immediately felt like calm and good being around Sung. So I was like, this is going to be a good movie to make with him directing. So
Which
Yeah.
is a good attribute. Like that's a good attribute to have if you're in indie filmmaking, to be calm and kind of, grounded. And also during COVID, like it must be nice to have someone who's just like calm and like letting everything happen and being fine with it. So yeah, seems like a very good choice.
Yeah.
yes, you're absolutely right. Yeah.
So Vivi, what was it like working with Sun? Did you also get that like calming feel from him?
For sure. He's so kind. He's so cool. I love him. I had to tell him later. I met him back in like 2007 when I was an intern at a theater company, and he happened to be like filming a project there. And I was like, "Hi, can I get a photo with you?" And I was just like a, little intern, and I got to show him the photo later. And I was like, "Can we recreate this? Because now, like back then, I was dreaming of being an actress, and now you are directing this feature film that I get to be your actress in."
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
he's making dreams come true.
That's awesome. I love how it came full circle. That is fantastic. um, I also love that. So he's directing, but he does have a little cameo in this. Do you happen to know, was that always in the script, or was that something that you just added on because you had a little bit more time and he was like, you know what, I'll just try it out?
I remember a lot. No, we always knew that Sung needed to be in the movie in some way, shape, or form.
Mhm.
And V's, you can chime in on this. I remember like during lunches, we would be sitting around being like, what could he be? What could he be? Could he be someone's dad? Could he be like like I think V's, you said like a patron at the ice cream shop. And then throughout the movie, um, obviously Roger is such a huge part of Vivi's character's Karen's life, but past mainly. And then it just became apparent that that's who he had to be. So it was kind of, I don't know, in a way, like a last minute decision of that's who he's going to be in the movie, but we always knew that he had to be in it in some
Yeah.
way.
Because we insisted that he be on camera in some way, and he was very much like, no, this is my directorial debut. You guys are the actors this time. But when we decided for him to be Roger, he decided it was fantastic because it was completely unscripted. He just, went off, did his improv, and we're standing there reacting in real time because we don't know what he's gonna say. And we just let him play, and we're like, we'll see how this cuts together in the end. It's gonna be a fun surprise for all of us.
It was so fun.
That sounds really fun. That sounds like a nice, I don't know if it happened at the end of filming, but that sounds like a nice way to like cap off filming with just kind of an impromptu fun session to just kind of like let everyone, just enjoy life.
Yeah, that was the last day of filming. I don't remember if it was the last scene, but it was close to the end for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was just such a joyous way to go out with just the laughter and hilarity and silliness.
That is awesome. And so this was filmed like kind of a little bit after COVID, but kind of when we were still in COVID. Was it was it fun to kind of like go out and have a camping trip essentially, or was it still stressful? Were you still kind of like nervous about filming because of everything that was going on?
I wasn't nervous at all. I mean, the production like really had everything so organized, and we all felt very safe filming, obviously doing all the protocols and necessary, things that you need to do to stay safe. So I felt very safe in it. It wasn't nerve-wracking or scary for me. And we were out in like beautiful nature, which most of us come from LA. So it was nice to get out and be like out of the city and in that environment for me at least.
Yeah. And we kept all the protocols. Like we were testing every other day. The crew was wearing masks the entire time. And yeah, it was such a blessing to now then come out of the, lockdown and be able to film this movie together. And we were all just remote in the woods. And it felt like we were all in it together, trying to make this movie happen. And it felt like just a team effort.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And, LA has its own kind of, wilderness. It's maybe not the most beautiful, but it is there.
Yeah, I live by Echo Park Lake. It's nice.
Oh. There are some animals there. That's true.
Raccoon.
So there was some really extensive makeup in this film for both of your characters. Like, what was that like? I mean, how much time did it take to get into, various prosthetics that I imagine were uncomfortable to film in, but looked really great in the movie?
I would say it was like 2.5 hours on average, maybe to get into the prosthetics.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But it was so much fun because the whole VFX team headed up by Gabe Bartels, they were such professionals, so kind, so silly. They really took care of us when we the way they even made the creatures too. We had face casts made in advance of the film, and he really made sure that these monsters took elements of our own faces and incorporated into the zombie, into the werewolf. And he just had such attention to detail as well when he was constructing them. He pulled pieces from the forest around and incorporated them into the creatures. Like he took moss and wood, and you, if you're really looking into the detailing of it, it's stunning.
Yeah, for sure. No,
Yeah, it was really cool.
I noticed the moss too. I thought that was like a cool touch to make it look, you're kind of like coming out of nature and becoming these monsters, maybe misunderstood. You're not really sure sometimes, but
misunderstood monsters. I love that.
That's it. And it has the alliteration that Shaky Shivers has, so it's perfect for like a follow-up.
Misunderstood monsters. I like alliteration.
I love it.
There we go. All right, let's start writing it. So a couple quick like spoilery-ish questions. They're not like super spoilery, but I guess spoiler warning here. At the end of the movie, there is a spell that theoretically was cast, but I don't think we ever know what that spell is. Do you know what that was on the other side of that page? Or is it supposed to be a secret?
I don't know if we're supposed to say.
That's supposed to be a secret.
Okay, that's fine.
You'll find that out in the next film if we're able to make
it. in Misunderstood Monsters. Perfect.
Yeah.
And VyVy, as the creator of the Shaky Shiver in the film, what's in a Shaky Shiver? Do you know?
Oh gosh, I did know at the time because there was a whole bunch of nonsense. But because it was supposed to have like chocolate and like tutti frutti and cherry and like marshmallows, and it was a whole mess of things. At one point, there was actually like a list of it. Well, when we actually made it, I think it was mostly chocolate ice cream, their cherries. I just threw a whole bunch of stuff into a blender, and no one actually drank it, but it looks beautiful on screen.
And sounds delicious, so I trust it's probably pretty good.
What did you put in yours?
Oh, this is well, I was gonna make like a protein shake with banana and almond milk, but I just had a pre-made protein shake. So
Oh, okay. Well, it looks delicious.
Lovely.
healthy and delicious. All right, so I know we have limited time. I'm going to switch to, I call it the lightning round. They're just really lightweight questions about the film. I want to see how your personal experiences map to things in the movie. You can feel free to skip any of them. I won't be offended, but I try to keep them very answerable.
Okay.
First question, are you a dog person? And we'll start with Brooke.
Oh, yes.
All right.
1000%.
VyVy looks like it well, yeah?
Yes, love dogs. Obsessed
Excellent.
with dogs. Any dog I see, I've stopped to pet them.
Good choice. Well, then, good choice for this movie, right? Because there are some kinds of dogs in this movie. So, what is your favorite moon phase?
Waxing
Woman.
gibbon.
Oh, wow.
Wow, those are very specific. I was just going to say like full. I love it. Awesome. If you could choose to fight werewolves or zombies, what would you choose?
How fast
Zombies.
are the zombies?
We'll go with Shaky Shivers mythology.
Zombies.
Zombie.
Yeah, that seems like the fair choice. Have either of you ever played Dungeons and Dragons?
Yes.
Yay.
I haven't properly played, but I did work one time on a short film all about Dungeons and Dragons, so I feel like I'm more familiar than not.
Yeah, you haven't played, but you played one on TV, right? So that works out well. Perfect. When was the last time either of you went to summer camp?
Oh, man.
I mean,
Summer
this felt like
camp.
summer camp.
That did feel like summer camp. Gosh, but really, like, I never went to summer camp, but I went to like a week, like outdoorsy camp that my school like made us go to in like 6th grade. So what am I,
Very nice.
12? Something like that. Yeah.
Very nice.
And junior year, I did a summer camp at Catalina Island. And it was all about like, it was about like wildlife biology and like the ocean. So we did a lot of like snorkeling and stuff. It was awesome.
Oh, wow.
That sounds great. Yeah, that sounds really fun.
Sounds so fun.
I wanted to be a scientist at one point in my life. I was figuring it out.
You still can, right? You're still young. You got plenty of time. And you can play one on TV too, so it works out well. Dungeon Master and Scientist VyVy Nguyen.
First of all,
do you have any silver on you?
no, I'm in trouble.
Oh,
Silver?
beautiful.
You're
Yeah.
safe.
You're
I'm
safe,
not.
you're
I'm
good.
gonna get killed.
Well, maybe just maimed. You might not get killed. You might just get maimed. So
Okay, I can heal from a
No.
maiming.
have you ever painted your nails silver? Because that was a useful skill in this movie.
Oh, yes.
I don't really paint my nails, but I did meet someone at the airport who he was working. He helped me with my ticket, and he had his nails painted silver, and it was for Beyonce. And so I did compliment him on his silver nails.
That is a great attention to detail. I love it. I love his devotion. All right, what is your favorite ice cream flavor?
Chocolate peanut butter.
Oh,
I'm gonna say chocolate peanut butter. Yeah.
Both chocolate lovers. That makes sense. And the Shaky Shiver had that influence as well. And this is mostly because of what your character did in the film, Brooke. Have either of you ever streaked?
I have not.
Yep.
I was gonna say you could choose to pass, but perfect.
Luke
So-
didn't do it willingly, though. I mean, it was like circumstances.
Yeah, well, or it could just be like method acting, right? Like you were just getting into character for this role you were going to play at some point. So
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. All those times. Yep.
and the last question, also related to something that happened in the character in the film. Do either of you have furry handcuffs?
Brooke actually gave us all free handcuffs for our rack.
Oh, love it.
Yeah, I don't own any of my own though. No.
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 It's just a gift. We don't
Yeah.
use.
It's movie memorabilia. That's all the stuff I
Yeah.
have is movie. It's not junk. It's movie memorabilia. So
Exactly. It's just
Yeah.
aesthetic. It's just aesthetics.
Yeah. It's a prop.
it is a prop. I'll give you that. So the film
I
is coming.
actually don't have furry handcuffs, though. I really don't. I'm just kidding.
I believe you.
She gave them all away to us.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah, I was like, take them all, please.
I don't need these anymore. I've moved on.
Yeah.
So the film is out on September 21st, 2023. You are both out promoting the film, getting the word out. But I imagine you both have other projects coming up, maybe that you filmed years ago and forgot about, or maybe that are just on the horizon. So after people see you in Shaky Shivers, what can they look for next from you? We'll start with VyVy.
I just shot a show for HBO that will come out at some point next year, to be determined. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about that due to the strike, so I'm just gonna say it's a show for HBO.
Excellent. I forgot.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful with this stuff.
Yeah.
Yes. I can talk about this. I did a movie last year, and that's great and beautiful, amazing. But yeah, because of the strike, I don't know. But I can talk about this. I just directed my very own short film, and that is we're just now in the process of submitting that to festivals. It's called Sis, and I'm very, very excited about it.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's great news. That's a great step. And did you also make a humorous appearance in your film?
You know what? I did not. I do not act in this movie, but I wrote and directed it, and it is completely based off of a moment in my life. So it was very, very personal to me.
That's awesome. I'm glad that you were able to kind of express that and then get it out there and kind of take that step of directing. That is fantastic news. So you can look forward to both of those. But first, check out Shaky Shivers. It's coming to theaters on September 21st, 2023. This is Brooke Markham and VyVy Nguyen, the stars of the film. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
That was Brooke Markham and VyVy Nguyen of Shaky Shivers, which is coming to theaters on September 21st, 2023. It is a campy horror comedy film that has a really great style and some really fun camaraderie between these two characters. If you like this interview, please like and subscribe to this channel. It helps me out a lot. Make sure all my new content goes straight to you. Thank you.